Hey everyone, I'm Sandeep and this is 100 Days of Coding React and Redux. In today's video, I'm going to talk about really important topic called props drilling in React. One of the bad parts or the bad things in React which developers don't like about React. We're going to see the solution also in the upcoming videos, but today I'm going to talk about the props drilling. So to understand the props drilling, first of all, we need to understand this application structure. And we are going to build this application today. So say suppose you have a family app. We're going to build a family app. I kept the example real world so that it would be easy to understand the concept. So if you're building a family app, so this is a main app component, which I'm calling family app. And we have a state inside this family app called bell count. Think like a counter, right? And there's a function to set that bell count. So initially it will be 0 and there will be a function and there will be a button inside this family app component which I can click, or I can call the set bell count function and bell count will be updated. Now inside this family app, we have a component hierarchy. Family 1, family 2 are the siblings, right? Inside family 2, we're going to have a parent component and then the child component. So you see the hierarchy here, right? So let's build this app quickly. So I'll switch to my code editor. I'm going to build all of those components one by one. So we need to build family app, family 1, family 2, parent and child. So I'll quickly create all of this component. Okay, cool. So I have created all of the components for this application you see here, right? I got the family app and then I have family 1, family 2, and family 2 is going to have the parent component and parent is going to have the child component. So all the components are created. Now I'll go back to index.js. I'm going to import the family app here. And instead of this, I'm going to render the family app. Okay. So now if I save, go back, the application is already running. You see the family app here. I'll just zoom in a little bit. Okay. So now family app, I'll go with the structure. Family app is going to have the state, some of the state. So let's add these state values here. So inside my family app, I'm going to create the state. So let's have a const. I'll have a bell count and set bell count function. I'll use useState. And initially the count will be 0. Now, family app, I'm going to generate a structure. It's going to have a button, which will be ring the bell. I'm going to call this ring the bell, this button, right? And I'm going to create a function here, const update, or I'll say ring the bell. Name the function as ring the bell only. That would be good. And inside ring the bell, I'm just going to set the bell count +1. So this ring the bell function is going to ring the bell, which is going to update the bell count. So let's call this function here. Ring the bell. Okay. And here I'm going to show the bell count, right? Bell rang, something like that. I'll put it into a div actually. It would be good. So let's copy, cut it from here. Bell rang, and then I'm going to put that number here called bell count. Right? Save. I'll go back to my application. So if I click on the ring the bell, you see that bell rang and that number is getting updated. Pretty simple, right? Now I'm going to put that hierarchy into the application. So we're going to have the family 1, family 2, parent and child. So let's put the family 1 first and then the family 2 also. Okay, so things are getting imported or import imported automatically, okay, on the top. So now if I go back to the application and refresh, see that we have the family 1, we have the family 2 also, right? And inside family 2, I'll be having the parent component. So let's put that parent. And inside parent, I'm going to have the child. So let's do that quickly. Child. Save. So if I go back to application now, family 1, family 2, but I don't see the child. Okay, I need to save the family 2. See that? So we have family 1, we have child, but where is family 2? I need to show the family 2 also. So this is family 1. I'll go into family app, family 1. We're showing family 1, right? But why it is not coming in the family app? Family 1, family 2. Okay, we have the family 1, right? Then inside parent, I have put the child. So why it is not coming? Because inside my family 2, I put directly parent. So I'll put something like parent label here and then parent, and inside parent I'm going to have the child, so I'll just say child, something like this, just to distinguish. We'll save. See that? So this is the hierarchy. We have family 1, then this is parent, but I need to put the family 2 also, right? Just to have where is family 2? Okay, this one. So instead of parent, I'm going to say family 2, and inside family 2 I have the parent. I'll call it parent, and inside parent we're going to have the child. This is looking good. I'm going to save all. Now if I go back, see that family 1, family 2, family 2 has, family 1 has nothing. If you see here, right, family 2 has the parent and parent has the child. So this is the hierarchy. Now this is the requirement, right? Most of the time this happens, you get this requirement. Now the ring the bell, this functionality is only available to your family app. Only your family app can update this state. Why? Because the update bell count function is available only inside the family app component. So only family app component can update the bell count. Now say suppose tomorrow the child component, right, wants to update the bell count. Obviously, child doesn't have access to this function, update bell count. Child won't be able to update the bell count, right? And to do that, we need to pass this update bell count function first to the family 2, right? Then we need to pass it to parent, and then we need to pass it to child. Then only child can call this function. Probably I'll put it here, here, and here, right? Then only the child will be able to call this function and the bell count will be updated. But you see the problem here, right? We're passing props from one component to second component, then third component. This is called the props drilling in React, because you need to go through that deep hierarchy. And we had a similar issue in our note taking application also, right? So first of all, we're going to solve that problem here, right? And then we will solve it in note taking app. So this is known as whenever you want to pass any prop. Now in this case, this is a function. Function is also value in JavaScript, right? So in this case, I'm just passing the function, but there are some values. Maybe the bell count also you need to pass deep into the hierarchy, right? And that's a pain, right? Going through entire hierarchy. Is there a way, I can pass this from here to here? Is there a way? And there is a way. So first of all, I want to show you the example, right? How it is painful. So to achieve that, now if the child want to update the bell count, right? So child needs to have that button, right? So I'm going to put one button inside my child component so that my child will be able to ring the bell. So I'm going to call ring the bell. That's why I kept it very real world, just now child cannot ring the bell because child don't have the access to the ring the bell function. So I need to pass that ring the bell function here. So say suppose I'm passing ring the bell is equals to ring the bell. to the family 1. I don't need to pass it to family 1. I need to pass it to family 2 because family 1 is just empty. So I'll go into family 2, right? It will get that as a props. I'll call it ring the bell, right? This is a function. Let me check if I'm using the right function or not. Ring the bell, correct. Right? Then I need to pass this function to this one, right? Parent. And parent has access to child. So again, I'm going to get that as a prop here. Ring the bell. You see that how much code I have to write just to pass that function to the child component. Again, I have to paste that, right? So ring the bell, I'm passing here inside child. Now I have the access to that function called ring the bell. And I can call that function on click of the button in the child. See that? Lot of code, right? I went from family app, right? Ring the bell, family to first. I got the prop here, then parent. I got the prop here, then child, and finally child has the access to ring the bell function, and the child will be able to update the bell count, right? So I'm gonna go back to my application, and you see that, right? We got that button here, and that function will also be available. So if I click on that, now child is able to ring the bell, but with a lot of pain, right? You have to write a lot of code in JavaScript. I mean in React. So you see that. Is there a way I can directly take that function, this function update bell count, and instead of going through that entire hierarchy of component, can I do that directly? Can I pass this function directly to the child? Because child wants to ring the bell, not parent don't want to do that, family 2 doesn't want to do that, a family 1 doesn't want to do that, only child is interested in ringing the bell. Is there a way I can pass this function or this value directly to the child? And there is a way, something called the context system in React, and we are going to talk about that in the next video, because I just wanted to cover what is the problem with React, what is props drilling in React, and how it's really painful for all the React developers. So I hope you understood the concept of props drilling. I'm going to see you in the next video where we are going to talk about the context, React context system. And with that, I'm going to stop here. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, you take care. Goodbye. And thanks for watching the video.